The first time I ever saw an aurora was in October of 2011. My wife at the time alerted me, and so we went outside, and I saw what looked like light pollution in the direction where there were no light sources. So I grabbed my camera, set it up on the tripod, opened the aperture all the way, set a 30-second timer, and this is the image that I got. I was completely mesmerized, and since then I have been tracking and photographing the aurora every chance I get. The next one I captured was in July of the next year. And then in October of 2012, I experienced my first big aurora. I think it was a K of 7, but it was the first time I ever saw curtains extend overhead and then pulsing in the sky. On March 23rd of this year, 2023, a giant aurora surprised forecasters. I think I learned about it after 11 p.m., and I decided to grab my camera and head over to Montana. I'm glad I did. At a KP of 8, this was the largest aurora I had ever witnessed. The curtain was overhead instead of to the north, and I was photographing to the east and the west. The curtain exploded and began to fill almost the entire sky. The greens gave way to reds, and the aurora was pulsing. Eventually it got late and I had to return home. I was already going to suffer at work the next day, but it was worth it. This was, without a doubt, one of the most profound and spiritual experiences I've ever had. As I was driving home, the radio was playing the song that you're listening to now, Spem in Alium by Thomas Tallis. It seemed like the perfect soundtrack for this spiritual and celestial occasion. And then a month later, it happened again. This time we were given some warning, and I was able to get out as the sun was setting. But like the last time, the aurora stretched over the entire sky. It was dancing and pulsing, and it was incredibly bright. I will always be in awe of the spectacles of the universe. We are heading into a solar maximum, which is supposed to peak in about 2 years. So I am looking forward to experiencing more of these events in the upcoming months. Thank you for watching, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with my adventures.